Hello everyone, this is Rosemary, and this is my journal for the friendship swap. The title there, Life is Better with Friends, but I would have liked to call it, in my own mind, it's Hey Girlfriends. And it's made from a Reader's Digest, the cover of a Reader's Digest book that I bought at a thrift store. It has the button elastic closure that I like, and as you can see, 3 signatures, and I painted. I like these kind of smooth feel journals. It's kind of simple, but it is jam-packed with fun inside of it. So here we go. Here, the front pocket. There you see the 2 tags and some die cuts on the pocket. And Life was meant for good friends and great adventures, which I think is a wonderful title. These butterflies, which you saw on the cover and here, came from the second layer of the napkin. These particular napkins that were full of butterflies, the second layer of the napkins, because it was 3-ply, had the black outlines, and I saved it. So all you had was the black outlines on white napkin, and I used it, and I really like that effect. Very faint, kind of like a underlayer there, and that's what I used on the cover and on this page. And this is one of my favorite stamps, Hello Dear Friend. And this is a very modern kind of journal, and I had picked up this paper that just was happy paper. It was on clearance, so you know I try not to buy anything that's not on clearance. And so here we have our cell phones, and this came from an ad, and it actually acts as a little tuck there, and you can see all the greetings. It's folded over, and here's a little booklet I made from stickers left over. Now that people know I make junk journals, I always get gifted with all kinds of things when they're cleaning out their stash. This is a frame, and it's only partly glued because you can put your picture underneath, slip your picture in. I think you can maybe I glued a little bit too much, and then it acts as a frame there. Or you can journal inside the frame, whatever works. But that was the idea behind this. I got a chance to use my stamps, little words of kindness, little acts of love, bring us just a little bit of heaven from above. So again, I had all these collection of stamps, and this journal just lend itself. And you see napkin decoupage. I kept the same napkin. You'll see it throughout there. I used graph paper, and you know, just odds and ends that from my stash. So, and these are, you see the girls there. This is why I wanted to call it Hey Girlfriend. These are stamps, and I have my favorite ones, which are Janie's Girls, and I was sharing them with his friend Connie, and Connie had the friend stamps. So I guess for 2 hours we stamped on file folders, and these are not my personal ones, but I thought they lent themselves quite well for this journal on friendship. As you can see, I like to frame my pages. You know, when you have those 1.5 inch strips, that's why I use those up for that. And here are some, this is one of my favorite dies with the glasses there, which goes with this paper right here, which is very fun, kind of crazy paper. And it was supposed to be a working journal, so you know, not to over decorate it. So this is why you'll see some plain pages. This is my typewriter die, and you can actually take this paper out and put your own message in there. And over here, and I was using up stickers, and this is a little booklet, Our Story, so you can journal on that. And down the bottom of this page is a tiny little pocket tuck spot, and this is one of my favorite quotes. I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. And this is a napkin that had another quote, kind of inappropriate, but I added mine in there. A friend is one who takes me for who I am. and it is a bag. I don't know if it's glassine or what. My other favorite, these are all my favorite stamps, is Giggle. And I put it on a little, oh, what do you call those little, well, anyway, so it can swivel up or down, and I like to use my die cut. So I use my dies for a lot of different things. And and this is the center of the signature, and this time I actually put some butterflies and flowers in the middle there. I finally did that. Usually I just tie a bow. This is the other side of the bag, and here's some tags inside and some napkin decoupage. And here's one of my Janie's girls. And if you have crazy friends, you have everything. This was it went with that cell phone, and there were just all these little sayings. And so I cut them apart and made them into journaling cards right there. So that's what you'll see. That's where all these cool little, captions came out. And again, you see my borders there. And again, just a little something for decoration on these 2 pages. And again, for me, this is hard to do, just to leave them plain, but I did. Again, these are the stamps, tags, napkins. This is a little pocket, and inside there is a journaling card. This is some, I think this, oh, here you go. Once you can change your life, Cinderella. So, a little bit of humor. It was supposed to be cheerful, I guess, because we're in this winter, but here where I live in Tucson, we haven't had winter at all. So this is a tuck spot, as you can see. And here's the beginning of the second signatures. This is one of my favorite little stamps. What draws people to be friends is that they see the same truth, they share it. And again, this is one of those tags that I just made. These were just, when you have these long strips of paper, well, don't throw them away. They make wonderful journaling tags. And this is just composition notebook paper that I glue on there. On this side, here it is. It's a fold over tuck. And here is one of my little googly eye girls. I put 2 of them in, because you can see her right here. Friends. You need at least 2 people to be friends. So this journal actually has quite a few embellished paper clips. So here are 2 tags, the paper clips holding them in place. You know how when you have a sheet of stickers and you just have a few left? Well, I used them on this journal, so this is like a file folder, look. And again, trying to use up paper, yet giving plenty of spaces to so the new owner can use this. I love these little die cuts like this. Sometimes I back them, and you'll see them to put a picture. They can be a journaling card. There you see my die cuts that I use for journaling cards. And here's a pocket with a little die cut, and there really is 2 tags in here. And this is a fun one I like. Good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are there. This is an invitation card here, which I picked up in a thrift store. And here is some paper I had, and somebody gave me this tag, have a nice day, or have a happy day. And since I think this paper is very happy, I thought that would look nice there. And here's a side tuck right here, Dare to be Remarkable. And again, as you can see, these are stickers from Simple Stories. This is a paper that folds out for journaling. That I think would really work really well with this journal. And again, we must be coming close to the center. And with the center, I think you could put photos, you could journal. With napkin decoupage, it looks almost like scrapbook paper. And again, I just think they complement each other with the journals. And again, here are the girls roller skating. Good friends help you find important things when you have lost them, your smile, your hope, and your courage. And there you see 2 tags, and there's a die cut there. And again, just some notebook paper, paper there, and a journaling tag. This is really a lot of fun. I picked this up at a thrift store, and I like it because it's just very happy. It's an invitation. Heard the buzz, but look how it opens up. Isn't this just like cool? Look at all the journaling you can put in there. Queen bee will be swarming at, and it doesn't really feel quite like a invitation. You could take it into your journaling, and I glued it in a way so it also forms a pocket. Seriously, so there you have wonderful places to journal. On the back you could add something else to that. So that was it's a lot of fun. And again, this journal, it's supposed to be happy. There you see the other girlfriend with the little eyes there. And I actually put eyes on both of them since they stick out both sides. So they stick out like this, which I usually don't do. And so you don't see the back of the head. You see them still looking at you there. This is a die cut and beautiful you. And I want to show that it really has a little pocket right there. And this is something someone gave me in one of the swaps. Love is the stuff inside. And I think you can either just glue it on the side and make it one of those like belly band. You could do a lot of things, so I'll let the new owner decide what to do with this. Oh, this is one of the embellished paper clips. It's a mason jar, like a shaker kind of card right there. So it was one of those shaker stickers. So I used it there, even though it doesn't seem to be shaking much. And again, I like these Polaroid die cuts right there. Again, I hold them so you could put a picture. All of these you can lift up and put a picture or journal. Again, this is one of the tags I made. Again, here are the girls. Every girl needs a best friend to help her laugh when she thinks she will never smile again. And I guess be your BFF. And again, another one of my favorite tags is Giggle. And the tag actually is a pocket tuck spot, which I am very fond of using. And this is an embellished paper clip up here. And again, I've talked about this. Sometimes when paper is very busy and you feel you want some journaling, I'll just put a rectangle of paper there, and that's what you see with the ice cream trucks right there. I put a rectangle, and it's blue, and so you can journal. On this one, a giant tag. This actually was a cupcake topper, and I put some. What is that stuff? Well, it makes that shininess. I'm sure everyone can remember what it is. I blanked out. And it is on ice cream paper. So I like the tag there, yes. And again, here's a small little envelope, and there's a place where you can journal, another die cut. That is just kind of glued in. So again, your die cuts don't have to be, your journaling cards don't all have to be squares and rectangles. Coming to the center, which I like to use. That's kind of like, I usually do that just to make the journal kind of unified in design, even though I put all kinds of odds and ends into it. I kind of stay with one napkin or two or three. Okay, friend, a noun. One who listens, doesn't judge, and somehow makes everything right. So again, just fun. And this is one of those, it's a belly band, but it opens up. Come on, cooperate with me. No, of course not. Well, it will open up. Nothing like being on film when this happens. I'll have to unstick that for whoever gets this. It was working fine. This came from my calendar. I Xeroxed this. It had a giant sundae there, and it says OMG, and I felt it went really well with the ice cream paper. And so there's a tuck spot. It's just fun. There's the paper I talked about on that. You can do some journaling. It's a pocket. Again, these giant papers. So, those 3-inch little rectangles of paper, you can sure do a lot of things with them. Here's one of my Janie's girls. She's one of my favorites. I always, and here's a journaling card, but she's one of my favorites. The new owner can write a message there if she wishes. Again, this is an envelope tuck spot, and it goes like this. And this is another one of my favorite. Real love stories don't have endings. Inside is a card that you can journal on. And again, as we come to this, and again, here are the Polaroids, and you can journal and glue them down, put a photo. It will, okay, this was a lot, and it will flip out, and you can journal there also. So, new owner. And again, we come to the end. There you see the pocket, and again, there we go. So again, this is a fun journal that just is supposed to make you smile. It's a working journal with a lot of tags, a lot of fun, a lot of space for journaling. Use your stamps. Your stamps can be colored and be a feature like this. Again, it's just a fun thing to do with your journals, and I hope this journal made you smile. And if you're in the middle of a winter, that spring will come, and I hope you also have a good friend that you can do all of these things that are in this journal. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.